Hey guys, so for this week, I think a good thing that we can remember, especially today. Today's the day of the big storm, and you guys are out of school, and that's great. But I think today is something good to remember, and something I'm actually going to preach on this upcoming Sunday is talking about Jesus in the midst of our storm. There's this amazing analogy that the Bible makes time and time again in Scripture, talking about storms, using a storm to show us a picture of what life is like sometimes. And it is like a storm sometimes. We go through hard times, difficult times, those winds, those waves that crash. It can be scary. We find ourselves in situations that we didn't expect, and sometimes storms come up like that. They just happen, and we find ourselves hunkering down. We kind of like get ourselves safe, that sort of thing, and prepare for the storm to hit us and come. And sometimes when stuff happens in our lives, bad stuff, tough stuff, hard stuff, they come at us, and we've got to hunker down. We got to kind of prepare for those and kind of say, okay, here we go. All right, let's get tough. Let's depend on safety. And Jesus comes along and says, hey, if I'm in your boat, you're safe. And I say boat for this reason. This is a great story out of Mark 5, or actually Mark 4. It's the end of Mark 4. And it starts in chapter 35, and verse 35. It says, that day, that evening came, and he said to his disciples, let's go over to the other side, the Sea of Galilee. They're going over to the other side. Jesus just got done preaching. He gets in a boat. He says, hey, let's go over there. And leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. And there also were boats with him all around him, and a furious squall came up, which is a bad storm on the sea is a squall. It came up, and it was the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. I mean, the boat is getting water. You can almost see the disciples taking a bucket and kind of like scooping that water out. And Jesus, though, he was on the stern of the boat on a cushion, and the dude was asleep. He was out, wiped out from preaching that entire day, and he decides to sleep there in the stern of the boat. And his disciples got up, and his disciples come to him and wake him up, and they say, teacher, don't you care if we drown? And he got up, and he rebuked the wind, and he rebuked the waves. That means he literally told them to stop, be still, be quiet, calm down, is what he told them. And he turned to his disciples and he said, why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith? Now, this great little lesson is found in 3 of the Gospels. That means it's a pretty important thing to remember, that when Jesus is in your boat, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You can depend on him, that he's going to get you through the storm, that you're going to be safe. Now, he doesn't promise that the storms aren't going to come, because they will. But he promises you that when he's in your boat with you, he's going to bring you to the other side. Something for all of us to remember. Love you guys. See you next time.